sideline. What's your reaction when you rewatch it, and guys, what do you think of him kind of at game point making plays like that?
It's just classic Patrick Mahomes, man, just extending plays and just being the ultimate competitor and finding a way to win and doing whatever it takes for, us to have victory and us to get a win.
I wanted to ask you about not only the sacks, obviously Carolina had five of them, but the last one in particular, you guys look like a stunt that they threw at you. Anything in particular stand out to you guys on that one and things that you can fix?
It's an ET game and just something better recognition and, just being a better athlete in the perimeter and just making sure they don't get to the quarterback.
We'll go next to Todd Lebo. Todd?
Hey Trey, on those kind of things, when coach says we're going to clean it up, how does cleaning it up work? Is that just film study? Is it stuff on the practice field? Because I know you can't really practice full speed, especially at this time of year. What is the process to go about cleaning those little things up?
Just better recognition in the moment. Obviously, in the situation we're faced, being able to understand, read the defensive mail, and understand what they're presenting to us, and just better awareness in that situation.
We'll go next to Sam McDowell. Sam?
Trey, you guys have been so successful late in game situations. What are those moments like when you're taking the field as an offense and Patrick's in the huddle for the first time and just the mental approach you guys have to those situations?
Yeah, I just think the approach is pretty much the same. Just trying to be as focused and locked in the moment, understanding what you need to do at your job and what's required from your job in that situation. I think it requires just elite focus to understand the task at hand. You have a great operator in Patrick Mahomes who's going to coordinate everyone and get everything finely tuned the way we need it to be. And at the end of the day, if we all can just focus on our single role, playing together, football's ultimate team sport, if we all focus on our singular goal and objective, then we'll be able to accomplish our goals and be successful.
We'll go next to Matt Derrick. Matt?
Hey Trey, this is a different experience playing on a Friday. Don't do that very often. How's the preparation change a little bit this week, especially with the holiday too? I mean, how do you kind of balance all of that this week as far as getting ready, but then having a little bit different schedule than you've ever had before?
Yeah, it's tough. I feel like since I've been in the league with Coach Reed, he does an excellent job of making sure we're prepared week in and week out. And, obviously just the way our schedules and schedules across the league are just so different now. It takes a couple of amendments and things you have to do a little bit differently. But, Coach Reed does a phenomenal job. The entire coaching staff does a phenomenal job of making sure that we're prepared and ready to go and in tune with our game plan. So for us, our just mental focus has to be extremely sharp. You take nothing for granted with the holiday season coming in, watch what you're putting on your plate, what I mean, before the game. But ultimately, it just takes a high level of focus and understand that, at the end of the day, we're here to go win a game and we're here to go play on Friday, but just being mentally sharp the entire time.
We'll go next to Vahe Gregorian. Vahe?
Hey, Trey. Just a little bit of the opposite of Sam's question, that those last drives, winning on the last play, can you describe what it feels like over and over again to walk off the field after winning on the last play? Is it relief? Is it assurance? What's the sort of broader feeling of doing that so often?
Yeah, there's a lot of parity in this league, and anytime you get a W, anytime you get a win, you're going to be happy and excited about it. Being able to walk off the field and get the dub in that fashion is always cool. But, at the end of the day, there's so much parity in this league. I can't reiterate that enough. I mean, anytime you can get a win, you're going to be happy about it. And, they're very hard to come by in this league, and we'll take a W on that scoreboard any single time we get it.
And I'm sure fans get frustrated with, these late endings, but for you guys, does it do something for you to keep winning this way? I mean, is there some aspect to it that girds you for more?
Yeah, I think just as a competitor and as a professional playing this sport, the more you win, the better you feel, man. When we step in that field, our objective every single time we step in the field, week in or week out, is to get that W at the win column. And just making sure we do that. Obviously, it's a great thing. It's a great feeling. Regardless, when you get a win, you're doing something right.
It looks like we have just a couple more for you. We'll go next to Nate Taylor. Nate?
Trey, you entered the league with Noah back in 2021. Just from your perspective, what has it been like to know he's always been a useful, very good player, but to know that he's obviously improved from entering the league with you to where he is now, scoring, back-to-back touchdowns in back-to-back games?
Yeah, to me, it's not a surprise. I mean, I take it back to like the Senior Bowl, watching how Noah operated that entire week, the professionalism, how serious he takes his craft, how hard he works week in, week out. The results are there, and he's worked his tail off for it every single time. Really close friend, great teammate, great human being, great person. Just really excited to keep watching him grow and keep watching him really prosper and flourish as he is.
Were you
Sorry, Nate, let me unmute you again.
It's okay. Just a follow up on that, Trey. Whether for you or a lot of the guys in the locker room, what was it like when Noah gets rewarded with the contract right before the season starts, and then he, obviously has even better production. Obviously, this is career statistics throughout the cross of the season so far. We haven't even gotten to Thanksgiving, but for him to sort of back it up after being rewarded with the new contract.
Yeah, man, like I said, I can't reiterate it enough. Noah's a hard worker, great teammate, great human being, and to see that get rewarded from a financial standpoint is amazing. It's awesome. I'm super happy for him. Well deserved. Like I said, he works his tail off. There's a lot of things Noah does that sort of goes unseen a lot of times. He's been doing it for years, and for him to get that credit and to get the award once again, I couldn't be happier for him and his family. And it's well deserved. And like I said, I love watching Noah great ball. I love watching him do his thing, and he's going to continue to be a great player as he has been.
We'll go last one to Matt Foster. Matt?
Hey, Trey, second meeting with the Raiders this season. What are some of the challenges and maybe even some of the benefits of facing a team for the second time in a season, and what kind of different prep goes into that?
Yeah, obviously it's a rivalry game, an AFC West opponent, guys we're familiar with, played multiple times in my career. And with that, as familiar as we are with them, they're familiar with us as well. And it's always a competitive battle. Have a lot of respect for that organization, that team as well. They always play tough. They have a lot of great ball players up front as well. And, some of the challenges are, the tendencies that they know that we have, we know that they have. It's sort of that trade-off there where it's like, okay, we sort of play these guys. We have a feel for them. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a tough game. Like I said, AFC West opponent. The familiarity with your opponent is definitely a big part of it. But it's going to be a tremendous challenge up front, and we'll be prepared for it, and they'll be prepared for us. And like I said, I can't give them enough praise and respect for how they play the game.
Thanks, Trey. We appreciate the time.